Good afternoon, guys. Been a kind of a strange day, actually. I'm not strange as in weird, but strange as in, you have a mood or you have a feeling, or you get up and you don't quite have this kind of like synchronization with yourself. I've got one of those days. It's like, I know I've got things to do, I'm pretty much organized, but for some reason, I can't synchronize or arrange myself as well as I normally do, in terms of being productive. I mean, I have done my work, but I still feel like something's missing. It's like I am just kind of like almost as if there's a space or a gap in something that I still feel I need to do, but I haven't achieved it yet, and I don't know what the fuck it is. So anyway, I'm sitting outside the, it's called the Greenfield Green. It's like a common, and I'll show you a video in a minute. And eating myself some dark chocolate. First up, dark chocolate is done with coca. Very good for the body. Very good for the blood system, and it delivers high energy. Because coca is a natural product, It's not like it's sugared up or anything. It's what it is. There's no milk in it. So, I'm enjoying it. And it's a nice day as well. Today's got that kind of it's cloudy, but it's not humid. It's not hot. It's not burning. It's got a nice, simple zephyr breeze in the air. And it adds to the day, Especially as I'm feeling a bit weird, is that I'm sitting outside, there's things going on around me, there's people pulling up to do their shopping, some in Starbucks behind me, some in a couple of other, there's about 6 coffee shops around here, and there's this sense of non-urgency, I've got anyway today, which means that I'm feeling really chilled out. I mean, more chilled out than something I've been for a while. I would actually compare this to being like the chill out stage of, say, having 4 pints of beer. I mean, strong beer, yeah, or ale or something, and that kind of like feeling, it gives you that kind of like easy resilience. That's the mood I've got right now. It's kind of odd. Anyway, I'm enjoying the bar chocolate, and what I've done, there's 3 of these bars, right? 3 of these bars for 50 pesos. It's like a special deal. If you buy them normally, singularly, each of these will be worth 25. So you actually pay for 3, pay for 2, and you get 3 for 50. Great deal. And as I said, it has a health aspect as well. So I've done some editing. I've uploaded stuff. And for Tuesday, it's quiet. Just chilling out a bit and making sure that there's purpose to everything you do. You've got to have some purpose every day. So I've done a lot of research, edited, uploaded videos, done a bit of writing, and it's a nice life from that perspective. If you live in the UK or somewhere else in the West, there's a sense of like urgency in everything, and I've got to say here, I don't feel that. And again, it's a lot to do with how you are. If you generally are kind of like get up and run around, kind of like this must be done, then you're going to always feel stressed. I'm the opposite. When I'm traveling, I do everything I can to be de-stressed, to not let anything get at me, even if it's a hassle or a problem with visas or going through some, transportation problem and there's people. I don't feel that. If it's getting shitty, I'll just step back from it for a while, time out for a couple of hours and come back and start again. That's how you need to be as a traveler, guys. If you're going to be an expat or you're going to move around long term abroad, you've got to find that grounding, that nothing in the West applies here in terms of setting certain standards with everything. Like, for example, you might think today, I'll do these 5 things today. When you're in Asia, you can't do that. Most things don't fall into a pattern. A plan like that. Your plan always gets fucked up for one reason or another. So it's important to remember, you can set targets, you can set goals, you can set objectives, but remember to always be ready to adjust it, because adjusting it is your key thing to staying calm, keeping your sanity and not going fucking berserk. And you know, I've seen foreigners here complain about everything. Now you can't. I've been here nearly 3 years, right? And I've been stressed out for different things, but every time I start feeling things aren't working out, I'll take a step back. If time allows, I'll go fuck it, I'll do it all again tomorrow, or I'll stay local and then go back and do it later on. You've got to find that sensibility. You've got to remain stoic in every situation, in most situations, because if you start complaining like a bitch or being a pussy over everything that doesn't work because that's the way you plan something, you're in deep shit. And I've seen too many foreigners here who have the same mindset back home, and you think you're going to just integrate it here and it's going to work, and then when it doesn't, they get themselves in a right old twaddle and start swearing and being nasty or stupid, you know, or complaining. So, nah. So, that was delicious. I've also got myself some juice. Let me show you. Again, the juice stuff like this is like quite cheap. What have we got? Find it. Well, let me show you while I'm screwing around trying to find my drink. This is the green, and it goes all the way around. You can watch on the weekends. They have live bands, or they put up pagodas, and there's lots of like markets, food sellers that do all kinds of food here, and it's easily accessible. It's about, you know, you can pay 200 pesos, 150 pesos. You get a decent meal, you know, like shawarmas and things like that. What's it? Barbecues, chickens, or vegetable mixes, or rice, risottos, all kinds of stuff like that. So it's cool. Sorry guys, I'm screwing about here trying to find something. But yeah. Anyway, I've got a pesky fly trying to fly into my face. So I think it's probably going to rain actually. If you look at that sky over there. This is the other side of the green. There's another food truck here, or a food fest. There's like an area space, and they have lots of trucks sitting there, and they also do foods. So there's the main one here, and there's another one there. That one's more like tarpaulin covers, and there's like food trucks. Anyway, there's all the big condos there, and a huge shopping mall over there called Mega Mall and Shangri-La Mall. And these are all, one's commercial, and I think the other one there is just domestic, residential. And this whole area is very nice, kind of chilled out. People do jogging around there in the evening. You know, you can see them get dressed up after work, and they just run around. And there's a load of people come out, probably about, I'd say 50, 60 people end up running around at night, doing their different stuff. Some do like wall climbing, because there's a couple of places in this building that you can go and do the wall climbing, and there's like a trainer with you and all that. There's guys doing taekwondos. What else is there? There's lots of food shops here, like snack bars, and there's even one bar here I noticed. Actually, I noticed 3 new bars open here. One's like a, what do they call it, like craft beer bar, and it's just open just behind there. There's like all these huge vats, like 4 vats, no actually like 6 vats, probably about 6 foot tall and just as much wide, and they're creating their own craft beer. And I haven't tried it because I'm not really a beer person, but it's only just opened a couple of weeks ago, and I should imagine on weekends lots of foreigners will go in there, or Filipinos, you know, because people want to chill out, the young ones. There's a couple of other small bars here too, like walk-in restaurant-y bars. I do ordinary beers, you know, the bottled stuff, the tin stuff in the cans, and lots of Japanese restaurants here as well, Filipinos. So the whole menagerie of mixture of things are here. Especially if you're not sure what you want to do, come here to Greenfield, which is in Mandaluyong, Manila, and you'll fall into place quite well. It supports many of the things close to what we're familiar with in Western world. So, I think I'll call it a day at this point now. I'll finish my drink. This is the drink. 10 pesos for that. It's 180 milliliters. 10 pesos. Pretty good. Size of my hand. Big. Delicious stuff. So guys, that's just a quick update. I hope you're having a good time. We've got Christmas out of the way. All the crap that's gone on with all these stupid wars with Mr. Trump fucking everybody up. Basically starting a war with everybody and alienating himself from Europe, NATO, and he is NATO, they are part of NATO. And then we've got this shit going on in Venezuela, then he wants to go for Cuba, he wants to go for Mexico, he wants to take the Panama Canal, he wants to attack Greenland and take that, then he's now in Iran. This guy, he's got some serious mental issues. If he thinks this is leaving a legacy, he's fucking wrong. This is an anti-legacy. This is the kind of legacy nobody wants to leave because it's just outrageous. And all the shit in the White House with Epstein Hall and all this kind of shit. You know, America is showing its true colors. I'm shifting off topic what I'm talking about, but I feel in a very, as I said, a queer situation. So I'm just explaining what I feel. Is that America has never been different. That's the thing. Every president of past, I would say, have all had the same tendency to show power, to show as little restraint as they can, though they do it in the diplomatic way. They do it in a way that the rest of the world and other superpowers or first world countries realize that they're screwing us, but they're doing it with a bit more finesse. Trump has come along and he's a little kid with a tantrum. He just goes into everything, and he's allowing their American government are allowing him to do what he wants as he wants because of the system. Where you've got the three different aspects of the government, right? They all have to unite or unify to operate, to do anything to the president. And he knows this. He uses quick, fast problems. He puts lots of problems on the plate, on the table, and they can't deal with all of it at once. So they have to, it's a slower process, and they have to go for it. It can take weeks, months, whatever. In the meantime, he's caused so many different issues. You know, screwing out the Medicaid, he's taking away jobs, and companies are leaving, like Apple and bloody, you name it, all those countries, all these make America great again shit is not working out. You got John Deere, you got Apple, you got a lot of other companies, Walmart and all these guys, they're all backing up, fucking off. So he's actually doing the opposite of what he's supposed to be doing, because I don't believe this guy gives a shit. He does not care about America. He cares about benefiting himself, making sufficient money so that when he walks out of that office, he's got money in the bank and he's laughing. So, all right, he'd like to be left, he'd like to have the Nobel Prize, he'd like to leave the Arc de Triomphe, the French version of that in America. He wants to redo or re-change or basically redo the White House. And he's doing all these things all on a knee-jerk reaction because his ego and his narcissistic behavior, mindset, does not allow him to see reality. For him, reality isn't what we all see as reality. It's so warped, it's so bent, it's probably even broken, but it's bent so much out of shape, he doesn't even know what he's doing. So he's kind of like winging it. Everything he does is on the fly. And then he's got these other guys like Stephen Miller and bloody Heskett and the other idiot, Kash Patel and the other guys, all doing the other bits, the more important things, though it's not important because of shit. And you got the ICE shooting that woman in Minnesota, and they did another killing as well in another part of America. You can't keep up with this stuff. This is like, it's going amok. It's almost as if you've got a loose cannon on a ship and it's just rolling around and firing off wherever it is. This is what it is. And the simple fact that America is so driven by military, so driven by this power supremacy, driven by having to have a gun or something to fight, to kill, to presumably, quote unquote, defend the country, defend the constitution, defend. It's always about a war in one shape or another. It's a mindset of old Western days that just has not evolved. They still use that same singular mentality of we are better, we are going to be better, we are always going to be the top man in whatever situation, and they're going to find they are going to be humbled. They are going to be on their knees, maybe not this decade, not in my lifetime maybe, but the de-dollarization, the disrespect and the isolation of Europe, the BRICS community, and all the rest of the world, including Latin America, which is no longer going to be the garden for US. Canada legs it, run away as well. The Denmark, the Greenland, Putin going the other direction. He's going to be, America is going to be like the dreaded lurgy, where nobody wants to go and touch it, nobody wants to visit it, unless it's specifically for a job or business or something. But it's going to be like a state, a failed state nobody gives a shit about. Even the Americans are running out. You got the MAGAs who are so head up their own asses, they want to accept it, because the bottom line is this is all about white supremacy. And as long as Trump keeps telling them he's doing something to regain, make America great again, which means make America white again, he's going to keep saying that, and these idiots are going to keep biting the bullet on it until the point comes where they don't have nothing left. When it hits home on these MAGAs and they see all he's saying is just a lot of words that has no results, that's affecting them negatively. And when they don't have a home, when they don't have a car, when they can't support their family, they can't eat, they can't travel, they can't do anything, that's when MAGA's going to turn. And when that does, God help Trump. Anyway guys, I'll leave it that way. I wasn't going to go on about this, but shit, what the hell. So yeah, from Manila, chilling out outside Starbucks in Greenfields on the Common. And yeah, I'm going to chill out, I'm going to have a juice. Have a great day wherever you are. Chris here in Philippines.